Why is your back to me? Queen?
I'm just really sad. It's a dark day. We're going to be talking about Sad Girls Bar, which is the saddest place in Web3. Want to get sad?
I'm always sad. When the camera's off, when the camera's on, I'm really happy. But when the camera's off, yes. Sad Girls Bar.
Sad Girls Bar.
Okay, so I'm so excited to hear about this because you rave about this project and I literally know nothing about it except that the art is pretty dope.
Yeah, it is all about the art for me. I adore this project. It is a 10,000 NFT hand-drawn, as you can see here. So this is their website. They have been around for over a year now. They just had their anniversary. But to kick things off, to understand Sad Girls Bar, it's all storytelling behind it. So if you take a look at the website here, you can see the initial story about how this person was wandering and how they happened into a bar. Still a very sad occurrence. You look around, here's the bar itself. You may make a friend. So here are the PFPs. It's a PFP collection. There's a short roadmap that we'll go through, but it's just all about the artwork for me. So on OpenSea, we can take a look. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the black and white. I love the macabre. I love dark. It just speaks to me. I love the different traits with the skulls, like the weapons, the jewelry. And there's even a purse that I'm obsessed with that I'll show you because I'll show you guys the collection that I have as well. But this is what kicked off the project. I first learned about it through other, I think, female-based NFT projects. And again, I just bought in because I'm like, I love the artwork. And this truly was the first NFT that I bought for myself. It launched in August 23rd of 2021. And it did take about a month or so to sell out, but it was a new project. It was kind of early. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So notable holders of the project, Guy Osieri is a holder, and then also Seth Green. I don't know if there are any other big name holders, but that's who I've come across, which is cool. Yeah. And also I wanted to point out that my shirt, I guess we'll get there, is merch from an IRL event that they had as well. So we'll talk about that in a second. But the roadmap is going to look a lot different than some of the other projects that we've talked about recently because it's just so much less extensive. Really, it's about them launching the Sad Girls. And then once they sold 25% of those, they launched the Skeletons. And so the Skeletons are companions to the Sad Girls. So they are these skeletons that have very similar traits in terms of like alcohol, fire skulls.
Yeah.
Very cool. So the skeletons were released. We can take a look at all of the different traits for the project itself. So again, things that I just love. Nose piercing, ear piercing, tattoos. Like I'm for it. I love it so much. And then the team is pretty small. There's Glam. She is the artist behind everything. She's incredibly hands-on. I was in Discord earlier today and she was the one that was actually chatting with me. And I think that's really cool. Then they've got a team lead PR and then obviously the dev here as well. They have a really great medium presence to take you through what the story of everything actually, like the story behind it. And so why Sad Girls? I thought this was incredible. So Sad Girls have been a popular topic in the media for middle-aged paintings. Like it made me go back to our Madonna episode that we did, which I'll definitely link below, just in terms of how women have always been treated in society and in history. And this meme just is everything. I want to get drunk and cry about how useless I am. You did that yesterday. And then here's today with the laptop, it's the same thing, just sadness all abound.
That's how I look all the time in bars when I'm waiting around for people. They're sad and I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah. A few other key things about this initial story that I think are really important to point out is that they're showcasing sad yet strong. They really want for people to experience the full spectrum of emotion. But this line here, they are here to fight toxic positivity that keeps flooding the NFT space. I do feel like so many projects are like, everything's fine. We're all great. Positive, positive, positive. And it's like, no, feel your feels. And that's what Sad Girl Bar is all about. And I love it. So they talk about why we're sad and why these PFPs are the way that they are. And then the power behind sadness as well. So it's just, I love it so much. These are one of ones. Another article that they have is really about the storytelling behind the whole project and how it ties together. So We talked about the PFP of the Sad Girls Bar, the first Genesis collection. And then they released on October 21st, the Skeletons, which are the companions to the Sad Girls. But after that came the Sad Cats. So this is another companion for the Sad Girls. So these are the 3 different NFTs that you can collect from this project today. And then they are at some point going to be released, and they've been hinting and teasing at it more and more, is the Super NFT. So the Super NFT will be for holders who hold one of all of these. So you have a Sad Girls Bar, you have a Skeleton, and then you have a Sad Cat. And then they will be combined to create like a bar image. So this is an example of what you could potentially get. And so they're combining all of your NFTs into one sort of like portrait. They just announced yesterday these matching sets where a matching set can be based on a trait. So there's this pizza party matching set. So it's if you have a pizza, like the pizza trait within all 3 of those in the collection, you have this pizza party matching set, which in the future gives you some sort of, I think, added utility, or it creates a higher level of rarity. They also had just announced that there's going to be a music component. So they have this artist who's created some tracks that will be a part of this Super NFT, which I think is pretty cool. So they're just like layer upon layer upon layer. But again, it really is PFP based project. Yeah. And then they also just dropped this in Discord today. So it is something 3D coming our way. And I don't know about you, I freaking love this visual. It's very realistic. Again, like it falls in line with the artwork. It's just really cool. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, give me this 3D avatar. What sort of metaverse can I take it into? This will be my Web3 avatar.
Persona.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah. They do have a fairly large audience, like into the 20,000s, I think. Yeah, 29,000 followers here. They've got quite a few in Discord as well, and they're pretty active in the different chats. And then they have built out, in case you're curious, all of their projects are in Rarity tools. So you can check on the Rarity for those. I've spent a lot of time in here and checking the floor to see if there's anything I need to scoop up. But I haven't been good at it. Like everything that I own is really not rare. I've bought them based on aesthetics, but you know, it is what it is.
Well, you know, you like it, you like it. So this is cool. So I feel like I'm going to go check this out just because we're in such a crypto winter right now. Like, maybe I need to pick one of these up. I do like the 3D image for sure. Yeah. And I like the concept of being like the first NFT bar. I can't wait to see what they do in the future with that concept. Very cool.
Speaking of what they could possibly do with being a bar and being the first bar in the metaverse, they did sponsor some things at NFT Berlin. And so they had a bar, 2 different bars that they had set up where people were able to meet in person. They gave away a few free drinks to holders, and it seemed like it was a really great event. People seem to have a really good time. I don't know what t-shirts they're wearing there. I'm jealous. I want one. But the NFTs were on display, so they did have a presence at NFT Berlin, which was great. And then also Glam's artwork was on display at NFT NYC in Times Square. So there's some tweets about that. I don't think I saw it when I was there, but they weren't physically there. The artwork was shown, which was great. On top of that, after a few months later, they partnered with Cruel World in California, and they gave holders, they raffled off like 4 VIP passes to holders. And then they also were a part of the merch store here. So this is where I got my t-shirt. So I did not go, but after the event, they had posted that they had t-shirts left over. And I was like, I've got to have one. And I know we've talked on our channel before about a few different platforms and tools to just understand some of the statistics and the data behind the NFTs. Sad Girls Bar is up on this site, unique, I'm guessing, .cx. I've never seen it before, but it does break down a lot within the project. So you can see the main panel here is going to give you everything you want to see, from floor price all the way through the volume trade. You can see the real-time sales, really good data in here. But the one I wanted to really take a look at is the age of assets. So a majority of the holders have been holding for over 6 months, which I think is insane for a project like this. That is truly PFP. And they've got 0.25% paper hands. So they were able to determine that this is the number of holders that are listing for below the price at which they purchased.
I love that paper hands is like an official technical analysis term.
Yeah.
How many paper hands we got here?
About half the project is unique ownership, which I think is great. And only 2.98 are listed for sale. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people hold this, which is great. And I think that is because of Glam. So this is the artist behind the artwork. I couldn't really find anything out about her aside from the about page on the site here. But again, she does all of the artwork herself. She runs a business off of this personal site where she sells some merch, and then also tells you to not use her artwork for flash and tattoos, but there is like a pass that you can buy, which I think is smart because a lot of this translates really well into tattoos, and don't think I haven't thought of it before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah. The Queen's got some pretty rad ink, so I could see.
Yeah.
I could see that happening for you.
But Glam is amazing. So another thing that Sad Girls Bar does is that they update a playlist on YouTube, and it is updated weekly, which is great. I don't know what day it updates, but they give you a little one-liner of, hey, this week it's a little bit more mellow or based on the music we had last week. And I was listening through this week's playlist and it's pretty good. Like it definitely hit me in the sad girl feels, it was like perfect. It was great. These are the NFTs that I have within the collection. So I've got Sad Girls Bar, I've got Skeletons, I've got Sad Cats, and I am one of the very, very few that owns a Sad Girls Bar collab. And that is this particular piece right here. I participated in an auction for this and won. I bid 0.666, seemed to make sense, got the job done. And this is Nadia from Pussy Riot is who this is based off of. And then all of the proceeds for this NFT went to Unicorn DAO for abortion rights, essentially. So that was a very timely auction. I had to have it. I freaking love it. And this is my grail. That means probably much less to anyone else, but this is the very first NFT that I purchased for myself. I went out and I bought earrings that look like this, and then I promptly lost one. So
did you really? That's so good. They look like slime. Drips. I love that. Yeah, it's so cool.
I got like gold drips, so this is the first NFT that I ever purchased for myself. I'll never get rid of it. I love it so much. That is Sad Girls Bar. I know it's like a little bit more surface than a few of the other projects that we've discussed, but there's space for everyone in Web3, and especially a community like this where they are going into like the fields and it's okay to be dark and everything doesn't have to be neons, and I find it fascinating. And again, the community is just different from other projects that I've been in.
Yeah, if you've been in Web3 long enough, that toxic positivity has really gone out the window the past few months. It's kind of refreshing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the dialogue if you're a degenerate.
Which we certainly are. We are two Degens, probably. And we would love your support, so if you could please like and subscribe, leave us any comments. We're here for all of them. Be sure to follow us on social media so we can keep up with you in real time, because our videos come out every Wednesday and Saturday. And we just want to keep doing this for you guys. So let us know what you think. And thanks for hanging out with us. Don't get too sad. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.